During my engagement party, my cousin laughed and said, "I'll give it a year before he cheats." But afterwards, my dad handed me a letter. My fiancé Callum and I were celebrating our engagement at my family's restaurant. We'd been together for 3 years, and I thought I knew everything about him. He was the perfect guy, successful lawyer, treated me like a queen, got along with my entire family. Everyone loved him, especially my cousin Leora, who always went out of her way to compliment him. The party was going perfectly. My mom had decorated the back room with fairy lights and photos of Callum and me. About 50 friends and family members were there, laughing, dancing, having an amazing time. Callum kept squeezing my hand and whispering how lucky he felt. I was on cloud 9. Leora had been acting weird all night though. She kept staring at Callum with this strange smile, and whenever I tried to talk to her, she'd change the subject or walk away. I figured she was just having relationship problems with her boyfriend Ronan, who hadn't shown up to the party. During dinner, my aunt mentioned how Ronan was supposed to come. Leora just shrugged and said, "We broke up last week. I'm focusing on myself now." She shot another look at Callum when she said it, but I didn't think much of it at the time. Then came the toasts. My dad spoke first, welcoming Callum to the family. My best friend talked about how happy I looked. Everything was sweet and perfect until Leora stood up. She was slightly drunk, swaying a little as she raised her champagne glass. "To the happy couple," she announced loudly, her voice carrying across the entire room. Though honestly, I give it a year before Callum here finds someone younger. The room went dead silent. Forks stopped halfway to mouths. My grandmother's eyes went wide. Callum's face turned bright red, and his hand went rigid in mine. I forced a smile, thinking maybe she was just making a bad joke, but inside I was mortified. Leora wasn't done though. She took a sip of champagne and kept going with this twisted grin. "What? I'm just being realistic here. Look at him. Successful, handsome, charming. Why would he stick around with just one woman forever? Men like Callum have options." My uncle tried to change the subject, but Leora waved him off. "I mean, come on everyone. We're all thinking it. Callum's a catch. Too much of a catch to settle down this young." She looked directly at me. "No offense, cousin, but you're not exactly irreplaceable." The silence was deafening. I could feel everyone's eyes bouncing between Leora, Callum, and me. My mom looked horrified. Callum was gripping his napkin so tight his knuckles were white. I didn't know what to say. Should I defend myself? Laugh it off? Tell her to shut up? Before I could respond, Leora sat down with a satisfied smirk, like she'd just delivered the best toast in history. The rest of the party was awkward as hell. People tried to pretend nothing happened, but there was this weird tension in the air. Callum was quiet for the rest of the night, barely speaking to anyone. When people tried to congratulate him, he'd just nod and look away. I kept catching him glancing at Leora, who seemed completely unbothered by the chaos she'd created. After the party, as we were cleaning up, my dad pulled me aside near the bar area. His face was serious, which wasn't like him. He handed me a sealed white envelope that looked like it had been folded and unfolded several times. "Your cousin left this on the bar," he said quietly, glancing around to make sure no one else was listening. "Thought you should see it." Inside was a hotel receipt from last week. The same weekend, Callum said he was visiting his sick grandmother. But this wasn't just any hotel, it was the Marriott downtown. My hands were shaking as I checked the details. 2 guests, 2 nights. I confronted Callum the next morning. At first he denied everything, said Leora planted it to break us up, but when I showed him the receipt, his story crumbled. Turns out Leora and Callum had been seeing each other for months. Her joke at the party wasn't a prediction, it was a confession. She'd been waiting for the right moment to steal him away, and my engagement party was her twisted way of announcing it. The wedding's off. But honestly, I dodged a bullet, and Leora, she got exactly what she deserves. A man who cheats on his fiancée.